Hello and welcome to the Good Vibration Show, a show for seniors by seniors. I'm your host, Jackie Bogue. Today on our show, we have some fabulous music. We'll be learning about the benefits of keeping fit in water and some mental exercises with a bit of trivia. First up, we're heading down memory lane with some great tunes from the music that made us. So please welcome our host, Robert Timms.
Hello listeners, Robert here. Christmas approaches and it's probably a good opportunity to play a couple of my all-time favourite Christmas tracks. Christmas is a time of family and gathering, and some songwriters over the years have chosen to play on separation to accentuate the meaning of Christmas to a lot of people. And the first is a fabulous song called Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues, a group of wild Irish chaps. It was first released on their 1988 album called If I Should Fall From Grace with God. The Pogues always had some very creative album titles. My favourite is Rum, Sodomy and the Lash, but we'll go into that another time. The song was written by the band's vocalist, the great Sean McGowan, now late, and the banjo player Jem Finer. And the version we're going to hear now features Sean McGowan on vocals with Christy McColl, also sadly passed. The song achieves a large amount of its power by being written on Christmas Eve from a jail cell called in the song lyrics The Drunk Tank in New York City. And the power of that separation from society and the breakdown of the relationship that it talks about really plays on the irony of the Christmas spirit. Well, the song itself became so famous over the years that the BBC made a documentary of about 1.5 hours about that single song in 2005. If you do like the song and want to hear another version of it, I would also encourage you to go onto YouTube and have a listen to Christy Moore's version. He does a beautiful a cappella version of Fairy Tale of New York. But for now, we'll listen to Sean McGowan and Christy McColl with Fairy Tale of New York.
It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old mountain dew. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the windows right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome,
You were pretty queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more.
Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced through the night. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing, go away, babe.
And the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
You're a bum, you're a punk,
You're an old slut and junk lying there almost dead on a drip in that bed.
you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap and you haggard. Happy Christmas, you're ours, I pray God it's our love.
The boys of the NYPD choir still singing, go away, babe. And the bells are ringing out could have been someone.
Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you.
I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD chorus are singing "Go Away, Babe," and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
And the other, I think, for Christmas would be Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis, a beautiful Tom Waits song. And the two things they have in common is they're both written from jail.
Charlie, I'm pregnant, living on 9th Street, right above a dirty bookstore off Euclid Avenue. I stopped taking dope, I quit drinking whiskey. My old man plays the trombone, works out at the track. He says that he loves me, even though it's not his baby. He says that he raised him up like he was on son. He gave me a ring that was worn by his mother. It takes me out dancing every Saturday night. Hey, Charlie, I think about you every time I pass the filling station. I count all the grease you used to wear in your hair. Still have that record, Little Anthony and the Imperials. But someone stole my record player. Oh, now how do you like that? Hey, Charlie, I almost went crazy after Mario got busted. Went back to Omaha to live with my folks. Everyone I used to know was either dead or in prison. So I came back to Minneapolis. This time I think I'm gonna stay. Charlie, I think I'm happy for the first time since my accident. I wish I had all the money we used to spend on dope. Buy me a used car lot, I wouldn't sell any of them. I'd just drive a different car every day, depending on how I feel. Charlie, for God's sake, if you want to know the truth of it, don't have a husband, he don't play the trombone. I need to borrow money to pay this lawyer, Charlie. Hey, I'll be eligible for parole come Valentine's Day.
The third one in that trilogy would be an Australian classic written by Paul Kelly. The song's called How to Make Gravy, and it featured on an EP that was released in 1998. It also achieved Song of the Year from APRA in the same year. It tells the story of Joe, who is writing a letter to his family about the Christmas celebrations from his jail cell, and lamenting the fact that he won't be with them for the Christmas period. And again, the power of the song comes from the irony of separation from the family gatherings at Christmas. Some years later, after the first release of the song, and recently, Paul Kelly has written a new version of the song, really from the perspective of Joe's partner in the original song, called Rita. And that new version is called Rita Wrote a Letter. But today, we will hear the original, How to Make Gravy by Paul Kelly.
Hello, Dan. It's Joe here. I hope you're keeping well. It's the 21st of December. Now they're ringing the last bell. If I get good behavior, I'll be out of here by July. Won't you kiss my kids on Christmas Day? Please don't let them cry for me. I guess the brothers are driving down from Queensland, and Stella's flying in from the coast. They say it's gonna be 100 degrees, even more maybe. But that won't stop the road. Who's gonna make the gravy now? I bet it won't taste the same. Just that flour, salt, a little red wine. Don't forget $1 for tomato sauce for sweetness and that extra tang. And give my love to Angus and to Frank and Dolly. Tell them all I'm sorry, I screwed up this time. And look after Rita, I'll be thinking of her early Christmas morning when I'm standing. I hear Mary's got a new boyfriend. I hope he can hold his own. Do you remember the last one? What was his name again? Just a little too much cologne. And Roger, you know I'm even gonna miss Roger. 'Cause there's sure as hell no one in here I wanna fight. I'll praise the baby Jesus. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm really gonna miss it. All the treasure and the trash. Later in the evening, I can just imagine you put on Junior Murphy and push the tables back, and you dance with Rita Yes, a mind that plays up and multiplies each matter. Turns imagination into fact. You know I love her badly. She's the one to save me. I'm gonna make some gravy. I'm gonna taste the fat. I'll tell her that I'm sorry. Yeah, I love her badly. Tell them all I'm sorry. And kiss the sleeping children for me. You know, one of these days I'll be making gravy. I'll be making plenty. I'm gonna pay 'em all back.
Thanks, Robert. Next up, we're talking about exercising in water. Our own Diana Dagg is speaking with Kath Barry.
My name's Diana Dagg. I'm delighted to introduce Catherine Berry, who is a health professional with a strong international reputation for healthy ageing. I understand, Kath, that you're going to speak to us today about the benefits of water exercise.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Diana. This subject is close to my heart because I'm a very keen swimmer. And one of the things that I observed living in Sydney's eastern suburbs many years ago was how happy and well people were when they stepped out of the sea first thing in the morning. And so that's led to a lifetime of dedication to water-based activities, water-based sports. And I'm really keen to share some of my observations with you and your listeners today. So one of the things, our bodies are all made up of different articulations, so our joints and our bones. And of course, as we age, that these can become tired and stiff and sore. One of the things that being in the water allows is gravity-free way of moving that's supported. So if you can imagine, any sort of pain or suffering is eliminated the moment that you're moving through water. You get this incredible support and fluidity.
How do we do that, Kath?
Well, there's a number of different options. So one of the things I would always say is to get in the sea wherever possible. But for many people, that's not an option. So our community pools in the Sydney Inner West have the most incredible facilities for exercising. And that's either doing a sport like aqua gym or aqua zumba, or there's other things like there's often a dedicated lane for things like exercising or walking along the lanes. Now, the reason why this is important is because without that pressure of gravity, it allows extra movement. You get that wonderful sense of flow. It can help with balance and with cardio. So it's a good supported way of doing exercise. I would also encourage people to join the classes because they're so fun. We all know that anything done in a group is often an extra benefit. So not only is it the benefit of movement and getting out and about, it's the benefit of doing that with other like-minded people.
I'm having a smile, Kath, as I'm hearing you talk about the value of even walking along the lanes, because that's me. I'm not somebody who's comfortable in the water, and that sounds like a great first step into water exercise and the value and benefits that that's going to offer.
100%. So can you imagine how good it feels to go jogging underwater, and then that lovely freedom and movement, and it's almost a little bit like dancing or floating. And of course the water is refreshing as well, so you can do really intense workout but without that hot, heavy sweating, and certainly not putting any load on the joints, which is the most important thing as we age.
So we can exercise without pain from the sound of water exercise, is that correct?
100%. And not only that, it can prevent pain because, of course, what we're doing is circulating. The blood's moving, the blood and the lymph, which are responsible for good joint care. So not only is it pain-free, but it can, in fact, because it's such good exercise, it can prevent painful conditions like arthritis setting in. So, just including water-based exercise as part of a regular weekly routine of good health care can really be transformative as we move through the seasons and through our different stages of aging.
I really like the idea of slowing down or preventing arthritis. And I guess the other point that you've raised is the importance of community, that we'll be there with our community and we'll be having fun and we'll be having a laugh, that we all just have a good time. Is that...
What I love about it, and I speak from personal experience having done the Aqua Zumba at the pool in Enmore, and what it is so joyful that you can't not smile at the idea of Zumba as a form of dancing. So imagine dancing underwater with lots of people who, the classes are up to 30 people. Of course, there's a seniors discount. I would encourage everyone to find out what classes are available at your local community pool, because they are so well geared for offering this incredible sense of socialising, of movement, of entertainment and coming together. So it really is a wonderful way of pure pleasure, enjoyment, and of course, health enhancing.
Sounds like the package, Kath. That's wonderful. So I say thank you on behalf of our listeners, and I'll just remind people that I've been talking to Kath Barry for Healthy Aging. Thank you very much, Kath.
Thanks for having me on the show, Diana.
Hello, this is Mary Labrie with a spotlight on what the research says about why swimming is one of the best forms of exercise for people over the age of 60. Research from the McMaster's University Optimal Aging Portal highlights that aquatic exercise effectively combines cardiovascular and strength benefits while being gentle on the joints. One benefit that's now gaining wider attention is how swimming, especially the front crawl, can enhance lung capacity. The rhythm of breathing required in crawl swimming encourages more controlled breaths in and out, and that strengthens respiratory muscles. Over time, this kind of controlled breathing improves lung efficiency, oxygen uptake, and it helps we older adults get more from each breath during exercise and just everyday life. Another advantage of swimming is that it naturally functions as resistance exercise. You've probably used those stretchy exercise bands as a way of building strength. Well, water is 800 times denser than air, so every movement, whether it be a kick or an arm pull, meets with resistance from the water itself. And this water resistance challenges our muscles throughout the body, helping to build and maintain strength and coordination without using weights like in a gym. Finally, for overall well-being, there's a university study out of RMIT that has found that regular aquatic activity, and here we're talking about social aquatic activity like swimming classes, aqua classes, or Zumba classes, as Kath was referring to, sounded like a lot of fun, by the way, contributes to physical fitness but also quality of life because of social connection, confidence, and reduced stress. So, if I've sold you on swimming or exercising in the water, I just wanted to make you aware of some of the programs that are going on in Sydney's Inner West. There's plenty of options. For example, Annette Kellerman, the Aquatic Centre there, Leichhardt Park Aquatic Centre, Ashfield Aquatic Centre, and Fanny Jurek Aquatic Centre all offer group aqua classes or seniors aquatic classes in a heated pool. So very nice. And of course, lap swimming. If you want an outdoor pool, you've got Victoria Park Pool, or there's the Don Fraser Pool in Balmain, which is open to the ocean, and my personal favorite, Drummoyne Pool, which is an open-air saltwater pool, and it's absolutely brilliant at $5.80 a swim for seniors. That's pretty good pricing. Oh yeah. So in the Inner West Council, these aquatic centres offer senior-friendly memberships, flexible memberships for seniors, and good concession pricing. Whether you're thinking about maybe doing some lap swimming, or you want to get into one of these funky classes and do a bit of water Zumba, I encourage you to take the plunge.
Up next, dust off your synapses for a bit of trivia and welcome our trivia host, Trivia Owl, Alan Roberts.
Welcome, here we are back for It's Trivial again. I'm your host, Trivial, and we're here to get those brain cells vibrating, get your minds active, and keep the questions and the answers coming. Each week, as you know, we do 5 questions on general knowledge and 5 questions on a theme of the day, whatever I've been thinking about over the last week or so. And then we will post the answers on our Facebook page,
and give you a chance to submit your answers to the Facebook page as well. So, Mary, what was that Facebook page again?
Our Facebook page is facebook.com/The Good Vibration Show.
Check it out. So let's get the good vibrations and It's Trivial happening for this week. But before we do, we should track back on last week and give you the answers for the questions we had then. Last week, we started with our general knowledge questions. Where did Haig's chocolates originate in Australia? Haig's chocolates originated in Adelaide. Which country is nicknamed the Hermit Kingdom? That's North Korea. Gough Whitlam's first name, he was christened Edward Gough Whitlam. The four corner squares on a Monopoly board are go, jail, free parking, and go to jail. And players on a netball team, there are 7 players on a netball team. Our themed round was 1975, the year that was, looking back 50 years to what was happening in 1975. We started with the big news story in Australia, the dismissal. We asked who was the Governor-General who sacked the Whitlam government. That was, of course, John Kerr. Then we asked what major advance in television in Australia came into place on the 1st of March 1975. That was the introduction of colour television in Australia. Question 3, we asked about the film that won all the major awards at that year's Academy Awards, being only the second ever film at the time to win all 5 of the big awards. That was, of course, Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Which country gained independence from Australia in September of 1975? That was Papua New Guinea. And the last one, the biggest selling album in Australia, spending 16 weeks at number 1, was Living in the 70s, and of course that was by Skyhooks. And that wraps up last week's questions. We'll proceed now to this week's It's Trivia.
I like that we're proceeding as opposed to just going.
We're always proceeding. Sometimes in an orderly fashion and sometimes just proceeding however we go.
I think I'll be sashaying.
This week's general round. Question 1. The world's 2 biggest selling musical instruments are the guitar and which other instrument? So the 2 instruments that have the most sales worldwide are the guitar and which other instrument? Question 2. Of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, which one of them was alive? Question 3. Champagne. Champagne is the biggest selling sparkling wine in the world, but what's the second biggest selling sparkling wine? And if you need to know, I'll drink either. Question 4. The Khyber Pass connects which 2 countries? And question 5. The human body. What is the only muscle in the human body that's not attached at both ends? And that's our general knowledge round for this week. Now, our themed round this week. I've been reading a bit about big things. Australia loves big things. So this round is called Size Matters. Question 1. What's the biggest planet in our solar system? Question 2. Which is the largest species of penguin? Question 3. What's the largest bone in the human body? Question 4. By area, what is the largest country on Earth? And question 5. What is the largest and tallest species of grass? And there we are for our rounds this week. This is Trivial with our It's Trivial signing off for another week. Thank you and goodbye.
Wow, did you know all the answers? Was there a trivia question you couldn't quite get the answer to today? Check out the answers to Alan's trivia quiz and Kath's tips about exercising in water on the Good Vibrations Facebook page. We also have a YouTube channel, so you can listen anytime and catch up on an episode you missed. Well, that's it for this week. I'd like to thank our special guest Kath Barry and our regular hosts Diana Dagg, Robert Timms and Alan Roberts, plus the Inner West Council for supporting our show. Thank you for listening. I'm your host, Jackie Bogue. And when it comes to good vibrations, remember to take them in and send them out. Until next time,